Morning Providence.
And now, your ABC6 Storm Tracker weather with meteorologist Kelly Bates.
Well, good evening and welcome back. And what a nice evening it is. Granted, it is breezy and it is kind of chilly. And of course, the breezes are making it feel even chillier. But still, it's picture perfect out here. We don't have any weather to concern ourselves, at least if we're going to be out and about. Here's where we warmed today. We made it to 44 in Providence. Your average high for this date is 50, right on the button. But yeah, we struggled in the 40s. We did make it to 37 in Worcester, but that's where we stopped the warming. We also hit 44 in New Bedford. 43 was your high in Newport for today. Now, of course, we're on our way down. We're losing that light of the day, but it's a bit of a slower progress now that we've got daylight a little bit further on into the day thanks to the time change. We do have 40 right now at Smithfield. We've got 45 right now for Westerly. So winds are generally pretty light, between 5 and 15 miles per hour sustained. But as we've gone through the day, we have been picking up occasional higher gusts. And that's where it's been getting interesting, because with the higher gusts, it of course makes it feel a lot colder. So right now, with our current wind profile and temperature profile, it feels like the 20s in Worcester, feels like 36 downtown, feels like 41 in Westerly, 4 degrees cooler than the current temperature, and it feels like 33 over towards New Bedford. Now, our satellite and radar showing almost two types of weather across our small little area. We've got high pressure off to the west, and that's what's brought the sun. Meanwhile, we've got this coastal storm off to the east, and that has brought some clouds. So we find ourselves sort of doing this push-pull between those two systems, which is why we're expecting overall a blend of sun and clouds. I know it tends to be a catch-all, but it is absolutely true for us, at least through Rhode Island and southeastern Massachusetts. So here's how things are expected to go as we go through tonight. At times we'll bring in clouds, and at times we will get breaks in those clouds, and that's how we'll start off your Monday morning as well. We will still have some breezes in place, and of course temperatures will be close to freezing first thing. So it is going to feel like the 20s. That's what you'll need to dress for and dress the little ones for before setting them off to meet the bus tomorrow. Once we get into the afternoon, again, we're looking at a dry day, just a blend of sun and clouds. Now, our model estimates are now backing this coastal storm in a little bit further on Tuesday, where yesterday it was holding the bulk of it offshore. This changes your Tuesday forecast to now include a 30% chance of picking up a shower as that coastal storm backs closer to the region. So that is now sort of adding on to an extended stretch of a lot of clouds and a chance of showers for your week ahead. I'll show it to you in your extended too in a second. We are dealing with a flood warning in effect for many areas across the, I don't know why the W disappeared, apologies. But we do have the flood warnings in place for our area rivers that typically go into warning whenever we have a lot of rain. So here are our characters, if you will. We do have the Patuxent, the Pawcatuck, and the Wood locally, and we're also looking over towards Bridgewater. We've got the Taunton River. So with the Patuxent at Cranston, it is expected to crest tomorrow morning at 11 feet, 2 feet above flood stage, which is 9 feet. Flood warnings in effect until further notice. We also have the flood warning in effect for the Wood River at Hope Valley. This is expected, it has crested rather this morning at 7 feet. Flood stage for this is 5 feet, and the flood warning will remain in effect through Tuesday morning. And rounding up locally, we've got the Pawcatuck and Westerly. This river is tidally influenced, so it's going to peak tonight and then go back down and then peak again Monday morning during the time of high tide. And then it's going to peak once again on Monday evening before finally going below the flood stage of 7 feet and staying there. It's a complicated river, but we do love it. Anyway, here's our extended forecast, and it shows that we are going to bring in that unsettled weather. It'll be with us not only for Tuesday, but right on through Friday. And at least we bring the 50s back by the time we get to, say, the midweek time frame. And that's, after all, where we typically would be for us this time of year.
Lots of important information there on the river flooding too.
Totally, yeah. Yeah, all the low-lying areas in those areas will likely have some sort of impact through probably Tuesday morning.
All right, good to know. Thanks, Kelly.
Sure.